You wanna walk this way and talk this way. You want your gloss to pop, then purchase from me. You gotta preserve your sexy. If you the notch demanding your spot, and when you move it they stop, and when you resume they watch. You wanna listen to me and apply the clothes, sweetie, throw your lips on. Apply the clothes, sweetie, throw your lips on. Let me throw on my lips. Let me throw on my lips. Hand me the clothes, let me throw my lips on. Hand here the clothes, let me throw my lips on. Let me throw on my lips. Let me throw on my lips. Boy, let's have some fun tonight. Right now, how you feeling? I feel you are feeling me at this moment. Get up on it, moving a little closer and make me feel you want it. There's no holding back, let your soul go. Cause I'm about to lose control with you. They peep it, see it from afar. You're grooving with a superstar. Anywhere I go, they're laying part. Anywhere I speak, by the bar. Baby, please believe, always VIP. Hurry up and drink up, pour the drink on me. I'm so damn fierce, glam couture. Steady rocking with my MJ gloves on. With my future freak, come and leopard mini ooey. I'm so ready to roll. Let's rock. Tell me who's cutting with me. Hand me the clothes, let me throw my lips on. Hand here the clothes, let me throw my lips on. Let me throw on my lips. Let me throw on my lips. Hand here the clothes. Hand here the clothes. Throw my lips on. Throw my lips on. Throw my lips on. Let me throw my lips on. What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know? What you know? What you know? Hey, who used to shoot honey? You used to shoot honey. Yo, Miss Few should go. Hand here the clouds. Hand here the clouds. Ooh. Hey. Hey. Girl, what you say? Hand here the clouds. 24/7, come and stay all day.
Now watch me work this room. Now watch me work this room. Now watch me work this room.
Let me throw on my lips.
Welcome to the BreezeWay 510. My name is Erika Reed and I'm your host today. And today we have a special guest with us. Would you like me to call you Stress?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have Stress and we have his beautiful wife here, Tecaree. And we're going to get to know them a lot better right now during this half-hour interview, okay? You guys ready to get started?
Yes,
Y'all ready?
absolutely.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Was it a long drive?
Yes, it was.
Where'd you guys come from?
We drove out from
Lodi.
From Lodi. That's out like towards Stockton way.
Yeah.
Right
before
Okay.
Stockton.
All right. Now, why don't we start with you, Stress? What? Tell us about Stress. Who are you?
Stress is a recording hip hop artist from Queens, New York.
Okay.
And I do filmmaking as well. Well, I've gotten into filmmaking as well. I produce. There's quite a few things that I'm involved with. It's kind of like more so of a modern day Renaissance man.
Okay.
As far as with everything that I'm involved with, I'm also an author. I wrote a life story about basically an autobiography about my life. I lost my parents at a very young age. I lost my father when I was 8. I lost my mother when I was 16.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So it just basically just talking about all the trials and tribulations that I went through growing up in New York and what drives me now, going through all of those things that drives me to be successful and to achieve certain things that I want in my life.
Okay. Now, what's the title of your autobiography?
My book is called Jabula's Happiness.
Jabula's Happiness.
Yeah.
And where can they find that at?
Amazon.com.
Okay.
Yeah. The name actually Jabula, which is my my birth name. It came from African. It was a group that was from South Africa, but it was exiled to England. They were basically banned because of the kind of music they were playing. So they moved to England and formed a group called Jabula, and the main person, the head of the group name was Jabula, and his song actually was called Jabula's Happiness. So it was a song that my mother used to play when I was growing up, and I just felt like it was a fitting title for the book, Jabula's Happiness, because that's what the name means, actually, rejoice, happiness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, it's interesting that your name means happiness, but yet your name is Stress.
Yeah.
So, can you share with us how you have?
I don't. And it was weird that you picked up on that fast. It took me a few years to realize that I picked up the complete polar opposite of what my real name is. It's just a name that Stress was just a best name that described what I was going through at the time.
Okay.
And what I was dealing with, my mentality, the aggressive environment I grew up in. So everything is just kind of weird when I look back at it now that I picked that name, which is the opposite of, because in my music is hip hop, it's reality music. So it's good, it's bad, it's happy, it's sad, it's fun, it's not fun.
It's
so
life, basically,
it's life,
right?
Yeah, it's life. So I touch on different emotions that people go through and try to capture that for it to be the soundtrack to their lives.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, in your music, where can they find your music? Do you have like a SoundCloud or a Reverb Nation or YouTube?
Yeah, I have a SoundCloud. It's a SoundCloud. What is it? /Stressnotic, STRESSNOTIC.
Okay.
Yeah, and on Facebook as well. They can go to Facebook.com/Stress Hudson.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, how long have you been doing the music part of it?
Well, I actually grew up in it. My father is he's from Kingston, Jamaica. He's a reggae singer, reggae legend named Keith Hudson, and he's one of the people that pioneered dub music for in that industry, and he was the first person that pulled me into music. My first time being on a record was one of his songs back in 1983, a song called "You Have to Love Me."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was like basically a baby and singing on one of his reggae songs. So I've been in it my whole life. My mother, she was also into executive producing music as well. Working with different artists, reggae artists, and
so you pretty much just inherited what was rightfully his anyway, right?
Yeah. So it just that the time period that I came about, it was when hip hop started to really become into something, and that's what I instead of going the reggae route. I went the hip hop route. But a lot of the stuff that my father, the groundwork that my father laid out, actually became the template for DJ Kool Herc, which is one of the main people that discovered hip hop.
Yes.
He was influenced by dub music, which dub music is basically making an instrumental. And so many different, and just keep doing different songs over the same instrumental, selling the instrumental. So it was basically, it actually in a way created what was the foundation was going to later become hip hop. So it's kind of full circle for me that's what I chose to go into.
Right. Now we talked a little bit about your author skills and your music skills. Now let's kind of segue into this beautiful lady sitting next to you, your wife, and how you guys came together. Let's talk about the origin of how y'all just met each other.
Okay, well, you go ahead.
Go ahead.
Who's gonna tell the story better? That's what I want to know. Who's gonna have the most details?
He'll tell it. Let me talk.
Okay.
Okay.
We want to hear from you.
Okay, well, At the time, I was doing a play called Damage. That was when, not the first time that we met, but when we finally officially met. You know, we were really formally introduced to each other because prior to that, we had a performance together. He was down here from New York, and he was performing with a guy by the name of Damian Glass, which is an R&B singer. And I was performing, but he didn't get to catch my performance, but I caught his. And I had complimented him and the singer at the time and said that they had I just love what they were doing. Like, everything about it, it was just wonderful. And that's just how it wasn't, oh, hi, what's your name? Because normally I formally introduce myself, but it was like everybody was trying to leave. It was just a long day. So after the performance, you know, I just had told him that he did a good job and was on my way. And then we came back together at the Damage play. Fast forward to that part, and he was looking at the time he was looking for an R&B singer to feature on his Contact record.
Okay.
And Branche Tyson, which is, you know, the head of the Damage play, the director, he had mentioned me. So we came together. I heard the record and I fell in love instantly with it, and we recorded, you know, the record and everything, and we lost touch for about 2 years. I stopped doing the play. I was just going through some trials, so, you know, I took a break on the music thing, but I knew I was going to eventually get back into
some
it.
Stress?
No, actually, no, I wasn't, because at the time we were just, you know, peers and fellow artists to one another. So we didn't come in like the industry together or anything. He's been doing his music thing as well as me doing mine. We just
married
it was just
together.
It was destined. So later on, I ran into him, and he had asked, well, actually, you could go from here, because I want him to give his side on how because he contacted me after the fact that we recorded the record. We pretty much lost touch.
Yeah.
So
after we recorded the song, I think it got to the point where it was time for me to start doing the liner notes for the CD covers and stuff like that, and I didn't have the correct spelling of her name, and I was like, I don't want to put the wrong name, you know, people.
Right.
I would have found him now.
Like you put the wrong name.
So so it was just so weird, and I asked a couple people that knew her, and they gave me 2 different spellings, so I was like, oh, here we go. So it was just so weird. I was on Facebook. One night, and going through my news feed, and I seen a picture, and it was a picture of her performing, and it was at this venue that I performed at maybe a week before, and it's through the same guy that has the Damage plays. He's also a singer, so he throws these showcases and stuff like that, and he had asked me a week before to come and headline one of his showcases, and so I found her on this. I clicked to it, and she was tagged to it. So I sent her a message and let her know, I was looking for her, and that we was, we were finished with the record, and she needed to hear it definitely. And so I sent it over. She loved it. I said I want to definitely shoot a video for it. And at this time, I wasn't. I always directed videos that I was in, but I didn't always shoot them. Or edit, or that whole process. There was other people that I worked with that was doing those things. I just knew exactly what I wanted, and I knew what the end project is supposed to look like.
Right.
So I told her about the video that I would like to shoot, and she was ecstatic about that. So we came together, and then just started working on just more music. You know, we just clicked. Everything was just, let's go to this studio. Okay, we're gonna drive out to this studio and drive out. It was just a lot of road trips and stuff like that. So it just was inseparable after that.
Okay. Now, I know that is just a beautiful story. Now, you mentioned the videos, so can you share with everybody? I've seen a couple of videos, and I know they're not ready for the public right now. But can you give them a little teaser of an example of what they should be expecting in these videos? 'Cause I know what I saw.
and it's crazy because, like I said, I wasn't into the actual the technical aspect of making music videos.
Just
We shot the first video we did together.
What's the name of that video?
It's a
Contact.
It's a song called Contact, but I don't want to throw the guy out there because we didn't end up using.
Right, we didn't use it.
Okay.
We didn't end up using. We were just like, it's
But it was a
nice.
test, right?
Yeah,
It
it was
was a
like
test video, the beta test.
yeah. But it was supposed to be the one
Right.
when we were doing it.
At least it was the one.
So we were looking at it like, it's cool. We like it for what it is and the quality. We didn't have, it wasn't a huge budget, and but we ended up filming one of my music videos, another one of my music videos to with it was a higher quality video shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And once we saw that video and it just felt like a movie to us the way we were looking back at it, we were like, we need to go back in and shoot that content.
Like at the same time.
That's what she was just like, we need to do this. So I was like, okay, so we just started getting into the whole video aspect of where we're more so seeing what we want to do beforehand, and really planning out video treatments, the concepts, wardrobe, and when we really got into getting our own equipment and putting stuff together, that's when it really just got crazy. Because
it got real then.
it got real financially.
Real
it got real because the process for that Tecaree has to go through to shoot a music
I do
video.
everything myself, so it is really frustrating.
A lot of people
but
don't know.
It's a blessing as well. I try my best to critique each style, so that way someone could take a little bit from it if they're inspired by it.
Right.
Because that's the whole purpose of doing it. It's just sometimes I do wish that I had the help, but I have my sisters, and they're hairdressers, and they do makeup and everything, but it just be the wrong time. They want to be there to help me,
right?
But it's just the times when I need them. It's like, oh my goodness, they're doing something. So it's like I have to go and just, okay, well, I can't wait that long or this period of time. I have to get it done now. So I take matters in my own hands. I mean, I've been doing makeup and hair for as long as I can remember. I always wanted to be Whitney Houston when I was growing up. So I used to cut up my little sweaters and, and just try my best to emulate whatever she was doing at the particular time.
So it sounds like you need some interns. So,
I need interns.
Why don't you shoot some contact information real quick in the camera and tell them that you need some interns.
Okay.
Tell them interns. Where can they go?
If you are indeed serious and you are looking for someone like me, I am very nice. I'm humble, but I am about business. And I do get serious, but at the same time, it's only business oriented. And I just want somebody that's passionate about what they do. If you are, indeed, you could inbox me, facebook.com/Tecaree, TEC /Tecaree, TECAREE. And if you do want to contact me any other way, you could twitter.com/Tecaree. I have Reverb Nation /Tecaree as well. And I have my Facebook like page that you can also, Tecaree Hudson. Tecaree Hudson is the facebook.com /. I would want you guys to contact me on, but if you want to go on my fan page, it's facebook.com /Tecaree. I hope you got all that, because I know it got a little.
We'll see if we can flash it on the bottom.
Right. So no flakies, no maybes, no one ins and outs. Like if you're gonna be an intern, really be serious about it.
I value time. Like I don't need my time being played with.
It's so much stuff that goes in behind shooting of our videos. I mean, it's just because we own equipment don't mean it's free.
Right.
Like we have to find locations that's willing to open their doors to us. Wardrobe, especially when you're dealing with R&B, soul, pop artists, as Tecaree is like, all of these different looks, and she has like so many creative ideas. So we're like, okay, let's see what's doable, what's not doable, or
Right.
or how much money we have to raise to make it doable. Travel, casting for extras, dance, like choreography and stuff like that. Like it's so much, and then even we do set building as well.
Right.
So building different sets to accommodate a certain type of look that she wants to showcase in it. So it's so much different stuff. Like we've shot videos, and small videos was shot in New York, Times Square area. Shot videos, of course, in my neighborhood in Queens, San Francisco, and warehouses, the
Right.
streets of San
Los
Francisco,
Angeles
Pretty much
Los Angeles,
anywhere
like
from
yeah.
the east to the west coast, y'all
Yeah.
have filled up the
Yeah,
void
yeah,
of
yeah.
filming.
We're on our way
Okay.
to Miami next.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So
okay.
it's like
Y'all take it
so.
to the south.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So everything we're doing is on our own pocket, our own creative mind, our own brainchild, and it gets difficult because it's just us two doing
Right.
everything. We have a couple people here and there that help, and shout out to those people that
Yeah.
you know that
You know
do.
who you are.
You know, it's just at times it's like
Is it
it's
more?
overwhelming.
I was gonna, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
overwhelming, and it can seem like it's just a lot to balance at one time.
Yeah.
So that leads me to my next question to ask you guys, because you do so much,
Mm-hmm.
but there's usually what I find, even for myself, like I do a lot of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
people do a lot of things, but there's usually one dominant thing that they're drawn to first.
Yeah.
It's just that everything else kind of, is an extension of what they're what they're dominant at.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with you first. What is the most dominant thing that you do that is you?
Music.
Music.
Hip hop artists is just everything else is. I don't want to treat everything else like it's a hustle, but it was stuff that picking up film and video and being an author, all of that stuff ties back in to support the music.
That's
So my
right.
book is basically like it's going to be a two-part to my book, and then also we have a book coming out
as
together
well, yeah.
about how we met. So some of the stuff that we talked about will be in that, and our trials and tribulations of creating the stuff.
It's not all glitz and glamour.
Yeah.
Know it.
Yeah,
Look.
so
Preach to the choir. Wait.
but everything we do outside of actually going in a booth and recording verses and hooks and stuff like that, everything ties back to us recording hooks and verses over tracks. Her main thing is music. My main thing is music.
Thing is music. That's my love, my
Yes.
passion. I've been doing it since I was 2 years old. The innocent age of 2. From what my parents tell me, I was holding notes. But as I can remember, I led the church choir from the age of 8, the tender age of 8, and up. My mother was the choir director. My father sounds like Luther Vandross. He was an inspiring singer, but he didn't get to reach the plateaus that he wanted to meet. And I'm still inspired by him. I love him so much. And my grandmother was a songwriter. My aunt's a songwriter. So it's just indebted,
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'm just doing what I love and what's my passion. Like I didn't wake up and say a lot of, well, not a lot, but certain ones wake up and they just, I want to become a singer. I want to become a rapper. I want to become a model. Like this has just been me from forever. It's already instilled.
Right.
It's not just a waking up and this is what I want to
Oh, I
do.
woke up, I want to be a rapper today.
It's
And I respect the ones that's really passionate and genuine about what they do, because I'm